This is the continuation of our tunnel effect. In the last lecture, we have finished with the equation 13, and with the help of the equations 11 and 13, we have to find the values of C and D, the constants. If you consider the equation 11 and 13, if you add 11 and 13, we can get 2D. C terms are cancelled out. Say equation 11 plus 13 gives 2D e power k to a, which is equal to f into e power I k1a 1 plus I k1 by k2. See this, if you add these two, you can get 2d e power k2a. Then c minus c cancelled out. I have taken out f e power I k1a outside, so 1 plus I k1 by k2. From this, the value of d is equal to f by 2 e power I k1a into 1 plus I k1 by k2 into e power minus k2a. This is equation number 14. See this e power k2a comes to right hand side, then it is treated as e power minus k2a. Then in order to find out the value of c, find out the value of 11 minus 13, equation 11 minus 13. C minus of c, that is minus to minus plus 2c e power minus k to a, d terms are cancelled out, is equal to f into e power I k1a 1 minus I k1 by k2. See this, just I have subtracted right hand side also. If you make the operation on the right hand side, f into e power I k1a is taken out 1 minus of I k1 by k2. Already we have taken out this f into e power I k1a outside. From this, the value of c is equal to f by 2 e power I k1a into 1 minus I k1 by k2 into e power k2a. This is equation number 15. So this is the value of c. We have arrived at the values of c and d from the equations 11 and 13. From this equation 14 and 15, first of all we have to find the value of c plus d. We have to find out c plus d. For that, write down f by 2 e power I k1a into e power k2a plus e power minus k2a, then minus I k1 by k2 into e power k2a. We have to add this to minus e power minus k2a. See here, I have kept f by 2 e power I k1a as a single term, then this into this plus this into this. Then I have taken out minus I k1 by k2 outside, this into this plus this into this. This is equal to f into e power I k1a e power k2a plus e power minus k2a by 2 minus I k1 by k2 e power k2a minus e power minus k2a whole divided by 2. This is equal to f into e power I k1a, then this is our cos h of k2a, hyperbolic function, cos h of k2a minus I k1 by k2 into sin h of k2a. This is the value of C plus D. This is equation number 16. Now we have to find out the value of C minus D from the equations 14 and 15. This is f by 2 e power I k1a into e power k2a minus e power minus k2a, e power k2a minus e power k2a. Then take this minus I k1 by k2 outside. The remaining term is e power k2a c minus d minus of I k1 by k2 e power kt. Already we have taken out minus k1 by k2 outside, so that plus e power minus k2a. This is f into e power I k1a e power k2a minus e power minus k2a by 2 minus I k1 by k2 into e power k2a plus e power minus k2a by 2. This is equal to f into e power I k1a. This is our sin h k2 of a minus I k1 by k2 cos h k2 of a. This is equation number 17. This is value of C minus D. Say from equation 10 we know that A plus B equal to C plus D. Then I have substituted the value of C plus D. A plus B equal to, on right hand side the value of C plus D is given. From equation 12, A minus B equal to I k2 by k1 into C minus D. Then I have substituted the value of C minus D on the right hand side. I k2 by k1 f into e power I k1a. This is the value of C minus D. F into e power I k1a sin h of k2a minus I into k1 by k2 cos h k2a. See, this I into k2 by k1 is taken inside. This is I into I square minus 1. Already one minus sign is available. So minus into minus plus. Here K2 by K1, here K1 by K2 cancelled out. So this cos h K2A term comes first, plus I into K2 by K1 sin h K2A. This is equation 20. Now we have had the values of A plus B and A minus B. If we add these two equations 18 and 20, we can get the value of A. If you subtract equation 20 from equation 18, we can get the value of B. Next we have to carry out that operation. Now to find the value of A, add equations 18 and 20. If you add the left hand side A plus B into A minus B, A plus B plus A minus B, so this is 2A, which is equal to 2F e power I K1A cos h K2 of A. First term is over, just I have added this term and this term, plus, see here, you have to take I outside. If you take I outside, you can get K2 by K1 minus K1 by K2 into sin h K2 of A. Just take this I outside into K2 by K1 minus K1 by K2 sin h K2 of A. Just we have added these two terms, plus I K2 by K1 minus K1 by K2 into sin h K2 of A. This is equation, this is 2A. Now the value of A is equal to F into e power I K1A cos h K2A plus I by 2 K2 by K1 minus K1 by K2 into sin h K2A. This is equation number 21. Just we have had the value of A. Next we have to find out the value of B. Now to find the value of B, we have to subtract equation 20 from 18. Equation 18 minus 20 gives, say, F into e power I K1A cos h K2 of A, F into e power I K1A cos h K2 of A. This term is cancelled out. Then minus I K1 by K2 minus of I K2 by K1. Say 2B, which is equal to minus I F e power I K1A. See here, this negative sign is taken out. K1 by K2 minus of this term minus I into K2 by K1. Already we have taken out the negative sign, so that plus K2 by K1, the entire is multiplied by sin h K2 of A. This is the value of 2B. From this, the value of B equal to minus I by 2 F into e power I K1A K1 by K2 plus K2 by K1 sin h of K2A. This is equation number 22, which is the value of B. We arrived the values of A and B. From this, we should talk about the transmission and reflection coefficients, and then you have to come to the conclusion regarding the process of quantum tunneling. Then we'll carry the same in the next part.